welcome back. This tutorial, in this particular one, is a place where you can actually start your work from. Yes, you will start your work from here. All the first and second video which was sent to you were actually when you want to officially design a website that will be live. Example, a paid website and that somebody paid you, or a site that you want to actually use for a business and you want it to be live. But here in local hosting, if you check the list or the first video, the number 6 which I wrote local hosting. Local hosting is where you have a chance to have multiple sites as many sites as many as you want that you can host on that local hosting. The good news is that if you are using local hosting and you finish designing that site in that local hosting, you can actually, when you buy a hosting, maybe from Domain King, from Hostiga, from GoDaddy, from any hosting company, you can actually migrate from here and upload your site from local hosting to that site. Local hosting is hosted on your system. The database are in your system, so that is why they call it local hosting. The database are in your system, and the good news is that you don't need to install WordPress again. That particular software which we install, you don't need to install it. You don't need to don't need to feed major credential there. He will automatically install WordPress for you. Alright, sometimes local hosting has one good side of it is that it will make your work easy, and you can design site. You can easily make mistake and easily correct it also. But let's assume that somebody already pay you to design a site. That is not the actual time to train yourself. So local hosting is the good side of it is that you can design as many sites. You can do training. In fact, you can design any site you want to design through this local hosting. That is where you can start from. So with local hosting, you can design many sites, train yourself, groom yourself, so to get ready for further works that will be coming before you. It's loading. Alright, now you create your first site. You can come here by creating a new site, or you come to the plus icon and add you add the local site. Now after this create a site, after now you will not see it again, so you actually have to click on add to add the site you want to create. So we'll start now. Remember, I told you that the site I will be creating is called Give. So I will give my site name Give. That is the site name. Remember, in the second tutorial at the end, the site name was Give. So I will continue here. I name it Give. Now you choose customize. Why customizing? In WordPress, if you buy a hosting plan maybe from Domain King, and actually with Domain King, they have all these things is already installed in their back end So here you click the version that will suit your WordPress, that will suit the WordPress. It is actually connect together with your hosting. You don't need to worry yourself about it when you host with a pay hosters. So here the database, also choose the current one, then you click continue. Now remember, in the second video I told you that the WordPress username you should write it down. Is after now you'll be needing both the username and the password to log in your WordPress. So if peradventure you forget the password, that means your site is gone, even while hosting it on a pay hosting. So you must be careful while putting a username and also a password. Now, with the username, you must put a username that can be common, but your password should not be common. Why? Because hackers can hack your password if it's too common. So you must put a maybe, in fact, very difficult password that even to you. But the only way you can help yourself is either when you are putting the password, you can save it in your draft, in your email. Save in the draft of your email. There you can only copy and paste whenever you want to log in. So I will still give my site name, give, and then put in my password. Now you need to put an email. Remember, in that other side I told you that you need to put an email at the lower to when you need to install. Now when you put the email there, you click install, but here you need to put that email also here. It is the same thing. That one is when you want to host live, but here you want to host it in your from your laptop. So you must also put the email for WordPress to be sending you update about your site. Example of update: when the plugin need to be updated, and like so many plugins need to be updated. Like of recent, WordPress has already updated themselves. So the only way to know what is going on in the site offline is when your email, the email you put, is active, and that is where you need to put an active email that you can at least visiting twice in a week, twice in a week, so that you can get the update if there is an update. But for now, because because of this tutorial, I am not expecting any major email from them, so I need to add my site now. Adding this site, it will start immediately running, and all my site will be created. Provisions for service, you see, it's getting the provision from your laptop, and WordPress also will be installed as we wait for the loading. We are still waiting for it to load. Now if you check down here, it said connect host. Now I think they only have 2 hosts in there which you can connect this site you are doing now live. It will be live. That in a sense that it is on a particular hosting. Now this site can actually serve for so many things. You can host a site here for maybe you want to run a promo package just for a month. You can also use this site to from local hosting to host a site, design the site the way you want it, and use it for particular promo. Now if you've checked so many times, maybe during maybe a festive, Independent Day, Workers Day, they will just send you a link on WhatsApp and they say share. They don't spend money. They design those sites on local hosting and share. And most of the times it is good to use local hosting for a good purposes, and that also help you to be responsible, and also to be responsible to Google, because Google can give you a penalty which you cannot host again on local hosting site. So that's it. But they only have 2. Maybe you want to choose Domain King. Now Domain King will not work here because Domain King is not they've not integrated Domain King on it. But if you want them to integrate, you just have to, there's a letter you type to them through that. If you click on it, then you forward the letter, then you want to host this site, and so it will connect directly. But I advise your site has this site now has its own file stored in your laptop. It is stored in your laptop. So what you need to do is just to get the file whenever you want to host. You don't need to connect from hosting here. You just upload whenever you already pay for the hosting. Alright, now you can see that WordPress is installing itself by itself. WordPress is installing by itself. We are waiting for it. If you can see, our gives site is now added. Now let's, if you now you say view the site or go to the admin. Now I don't want to view the site now, but I will show you the two link where it will land us. Let's enable, let's go to admin. Now the admin page is where you will fill in the WordPress username and password. Alright, I'll put in my details now. Remember is give, and put give and put your password. I want to log in now. Right, give, then password. You can click on remember so that it can remind you whenever you forget. You can also save. You can also save it. Now remember I told you that I will show you where that particular that hosting, when we're installing WordPress, the way it will land us. This is where it will land us automatically. It is where it will land us automatically. Now let me show you the site. Let me show you the site now. Let me show you the site. Visit site. Let me show you the site. This is the site now loading. This is the site that just load. This is how the site is now. This is give. Now all these things, this is where we are going to start our major work from. Now this is the sample of the site we are working. If I send you this link now, if I send all this link everywhere, it will be accessed. It will be accessed. But the only difference is that it is not a secured site. It is not a secured site. I'm going to explain so many things from here now. It is from here we talk about theme. It is from here we talk about plugins. It is also from here we talk about the security of the site. So many things that we are going to start working from here. We are going to also talking about pages and we're also going to talk about blogging here. So there are so many things we are going to start talking about here. But now you've seen how I started. You've seen how I did everything. So here you have my site, the server. This is the server, the web server. This is the PHP version. This is the database. This is the WordPress version. This is the name of the site. This is the domain, the site domain name that I'm using, which is give local. Why give local hosting? Now if assuming I click on change hosting. Now maybe I have a particular domain which I've already registered, and is that I registered from maybe I registered from a hosting company and I want to use it. I can use it here. We are going to also be talking about SSL. Now what is SSL certificate? I will show you something. What is SSL certificate? this said, he said what? Connection not secured. Now SSL certificate, it is the T no HTTPS, the HTTPS file, HTTPS dot anything you want to, anything you just start, that is an SSL. Now if it is secured, if the SSL is a secured one, it will bring out a key. So let's make an example. Let's type let's type mail.com. I want to show you something about the SSL certificate. Now if you see this padlock is locked. What did he say? Secured. So if you are hosting from a particular web hosting like Domain King and the rest of them, they will give you a free SSL certificate. Now if you check this one, if you check ours, it's not secure. That is the two different purpose of the. Now in any site you see the crossband of this icon like this, of the padlock, don't pay or don't use anything called ATM on it. If not, it can be easily hacked. So any site that doesn't have SSL certificate, Google quickly do what? Google quickly ban them. They ban the site. That means they will put there is this link they used to put, and the site will turn red. Anybody that want to log in will be asked to are you sure you want to log in, and you know what that means. So you must also be careful in dealing with SSL certificate. Now this SSL certificate is secure. It's a secure. Now in a layman language, I can call it a URL certificate. If you go to Domain King already, as you can see, this in Domain King, they will give you either free.com or .com.ng or free. They will also give you guarantee for uptime guarantee. That is uptime guarantee. That is they will be constantly be checking your site for you, and also be responsible to any challenges you have. Now they also give you free SSL certificate. If you discover I didn't tell you all these things before, now 24 hours, that is 24/7 technical and a full management WordPress support. The site will be managing it for you. That is, there won't be any crash. Now you have to install only one software, which we install WordPress. Now you also powered by what? By a cPanel. Under that cPanel, there is power. You have the my SQL and my PHP, which we in free in local hosting we already did that. So that is the different. That is a will I say, it's not negative part, but that is the profit, that is the benefit of hosting in a pay hosting. But because you are just a young developer, that is why it is good to start with what? With local hosting. It is always good to start with local hosting. So let's now, as you can see, we have our WordPress installed. The first thing to do is you already have your site ready. You already have your WordPress ready. You don't need to bother, no matter the month. You don't need to bother. Is there. But now you need a theme. We talk about theme in the next video. And